If you had told me 4 years ago today that I would be working in professional sports, would have lost my mind, would have laughed in your face, never would have believed you, but this is the truth. It's my story. And so today I'm gonna be telling you guys my story on how I decided that I want to work in sports industry and sports communication. So a little background on me: I played volleyball my whole life, 10 years to be exact. I played in high school, outside of high school, and I eat, sleep, breathe volleyball. It was everything to me. It was my life. I loved it. I still do, and I was pretty good, I'd say. Okay, had a big love for volleyball, but I never really cared about any other sports. I liked baseball a little bit, but that was about it. And I never really thought about working in them. I always wanted to be something in the medical field, physical therapist, nurse, a bunch of different things. Never really thought about anything in arts, humanities. I didn't really know that these jobs existed, and I just never really thought about it. So yeah, I played volleyball, just thought that I'd maybe play in college, and then my life with sports would end right after that. So I was pretty good. Junior year, I'm playing in a game. I'm probably at the peak of my athletic career. I had been talking to college coaches, I was getting recruited, and I'm at a game. I go to hit a ball, and the blockers come right down on my foot, and my heart just stopped. I rolled my ankle a couple times in the past, but this time, I knew it was different. I've played off injuries. I've played on rolled ankles and didn't tell my coaches or my parents until after the game. This one, I felt it roll and I knew there was no getting up. I could not walk. My ankle was so swollen that my leg was basically swollen to my knee, and I couldn't play for the rest of the season. To say I was heartbroken would just be an understatement. That was just, volleyball was my everything. So I sat the bench for the rest of the season, and I started taking photos and videos of my team and my teammates, and I realized that this team has a story to tell. And I realized that I could tell that story through photos and videos. Flash forward to freshman year at A&M. I'm still running the volleyball account from here. I had a little sister that played for the team, and I was still friends with a lot of the girls, so they'd send me photos and videos each game and just updates. I'd create graphics from here and send it in and post it, and it was great. I loved it, and we had our first viral video. We had 200K views on Instagram Reels, which is amazing. Love it. Plan to keep doing it, but I also want to train some of the other girls on the team to do it, so that way maybe they can discover their own passion or just have fun. It's a great experience, especially being able to give other girls the recognition that I wish I had when I was playing and the resources I wish I had. So I'm really glad that I started that. So I want to talk about my internship with League One Volleyball. So in August, I saw that the new pro volleyball league in the US, which by the way is a huge deal because we've never had pro volleyball in the US, and I always wished I had it when I was younger. So when I found out that they were starting a league with a team in Houston, I was the first person to sign up for those to be an intern. Probably not actually, but as soon as I saw the intern sign up, clicked it. So excited. Did not think I was gonna get it. Had no experience, and I got it. I run a program called Vixie Live. So at every single game, there's a QR code on the big screen. Fans scan it, they take a photo, the photo goes on the screen. I get these photos on my computer, I filter through them, put them on the screen. Sometimes I run AI filters on them, and I put a cowboy hat on them or turn them into anime characters. We also have a live cam, so fans are live on the screen through their phones, and I filter through that. Absolutely love it. Every single game, I'm just reminded that this is what I'm supposed to do. It just feels like home. I remember walking to our first practice game and just being like, this is where I'm meant to be. It was just a beautiful moment, really, and I remember just feeling right at home. Every event I go to for this team makes me just feel more assured that I'm in the right place and that sports is my calling, because I love it so much, and I love League One volleyball. We're halfway through our season, and I'd love to keep working with them, but who knows. So looking forward to the future. I'm going to the men's Final Four with the Sports Management Society, which is the org that I'm in. We have meetings each week. Sports professionals come and talk to us. So I'm going to be at the men's basketball Final Four with them in April in San Antonio, and I am so excited. And then in May, I'm going to be working at the men's national lacrosse tournament or championship in Round Rock, I believe, and I'm insanely excited about that. Don't really know too much about lacrosse. Gonna learn. I'm gonna be helping out with social media. Ultimate goal is to either be a social media manager for a professional sports team, or work in broadcasting, or event, fan experience, game operations. I really love all of that, but that's my journey to realizing I wanted to work in sports. I love it. It is my calling, it's my place. It's definitely not an easy industry, and I know that I'm just a student. I'm just getting started in it, but I've already learned so much. I learn so much every time I show up to a Love volleyball game. I have met so many amazing people from all around the world, so many really accomplished sports industry professionals through this internship. I think it's also important to note that none of this is pure luck. This is a result of my own hard work and research and hours of watching games, watching videos, just so much stuff that I've done, and this is not something that just comes to you. A lot of people think like the sports, in the sports industry or in any industry, that internships, jobs, they're just gonna come to you. No, you have to go out of your way, work really hard to make connections and to learn and to improve yourself to be worthy of the job. I created a Instagram account called GigMW where I highlight women's sports at A&M, and I'm just updating about teams and their wins, losses, all the things like that, talking about players, and there's a little bit of fun stuff on there, some like humor or whatever, and I'm just really excited about it. I noticed that we don't have a lot of support for our women's athletics teams here, so I just really wanted to try and fill that gap and find a solution to that problem. So that's my biggest thing, is just be innovative. You have to always be ready to create the next big thing, be the next big thing, and just do whatever it takes to succeed. That's what I'm doing, and I'm so excited to see where I go. I had a lot of fun making this video, so I hope that it was fun to watch and learn about my story.